gentlemen. Today I would like to introduce you to some familiar characters. These are characters that you've met in stories before, but today these characters seem to have a grip, something that really seems to be bothering them. It seems as though...
Bothering us? Bet your little pennant is bothering us.
Hey, don't get your nose and all out of joint. This is supposed to be a civilized Reader's Theater production, not an opportunity for you to rant and rave and get all excited.
Hey, little narrator, let's do something straight. You may be sitting on a fancy empty chair or stool or whatever you want to call it, but those of us here are the lower workers in the production. All you have to do is sound a big you-know-what and read some really nice words to the people out there.
Hey, slow down. You don't have to get all your tail feathers in a knot. What seems to be the big problem here?
Problem? You bet there's a problem. Come on, just look at our names.
What about your names?
Well, Mr. Not So Bright Narrator Person, look at how crazy our names are. I mean, how many people do you know walking around who has the last name Red Riding Hood?
Well, I have to admit, I really don't know anybody with a last name like that.
Yeah, and how about my first name? If that isn't an insult, then I don't know what is.
She's right. Look at me. How many people do you know with the last name of Dumpty?
No one really.
Yeah, just imagine how I feel when I sign my name in a job application or in a book about my life. I can just hear everyone laughing themselves silly when they find out my name's Mr. Dumpty. All it gets me funny, like, hey, Mr. Dumpty, do you really live in Dumpty? Or, hey, Dumpty, how come you're so lumpy?
Well, I can imagine it could be a real tiresome after a while.
Yeah, that's happened. He was a really crazy storyteller who gave me a really crazy name. He was probably so crazy that he had to give me a last name. I'll have his first name.
And that bothers you?
You bet your big knock piece bothers me. People think that just because I'm blonde, they call me Goldilocks. And then they're all that I'm blondish.
What do you mean?
How about this one? Why did dumb blondes can't afford some orange juice?
I don't know.
Because it said concentrate.
Ha ha ha.
Hey, just kidding.
You can see we're all stuck with these really weird names here, and nobody understands us. We're ashamed of anyone in public.
So what do you plan to do?
Well, for one, we plan to sue all those crazy storytellers that come up with these crazy names. I mean, they must be about the craziest people in the whole crazy world.
Yeah, they must all sit around a big crazy table drinking lots of crazy coffee and seeing all kinds of crazy names they can come up with for all those crazy people and all those crazy stories.
How crazy is that? Pretty soon every character's names like Twinkle Toes or Miss Harrier, so Rick doesn't know the capital of North Dakota.
Yeah, look at me. Now, look at my name, Yankee Doodle. Every time I go out, someone says, hey, Mr. Eagle, is that Mr. Eagle's opinion, or is that Mr. Doodle Doodle Doodle? See, now it gets pretty tiring after a while, and nobody understands us, and they think they're a comedian, especially when they get to use our names.
So are you still thinking about suing the Storytellers Union?
You bet we are.
Maybe we'll stop reading the stories.
Maybe we'll just walk right out of the library when the librarian has story time with all the little kitties.
Or maybe we'll try to earn lots of money and now get them thinking carefully how and when they can